What up, guys? Thank you for joining me again this week. Once again, it's Larry Williams. Thank you for joining me again this week for this week's Naruto Shippuden anime episode review segment edition of Otaku Assemble! Weekly, once again, I'm back to bring you this week's review of this week's Naruto Shippuden anime episode. So, let's see. This is episode 207 entitled The Tailed Beast versus the Tailless Tailed Beast. Yes! What we talking about is Killer Bee versus Kisame. Yes, and it went down in this episode. It went down, son. Woo! So yeah. Okay, last week's episode was the whole Sakura confession bullshit, and then we don't care about that shit. Get that shit out of here. But it was also setting up two fights, actually. The first was Killer Bee and Kisame. Kisame tracked down Bee. He found him, and he's ready to catch the eight tails. But the other one was the two, I believe they're the two sensory type ninja from Danzo's crew and the Mizukage's crew. Now, them two, they had their little confrontation in this episode where pretty much Danzo's henchman was trying to recover the Byakugan from the Mizukage sensory ninja. And I mean, actually, I think that is the only confrontation they have. But yeah, so they had their confrontation in this episode, and it was pretty cool. I'm trying to figure out how much of that was filler though, because I think they threw some things in. I'm not sure because I don't really remember that in the manga as much. Like the puppet, I don't remember the puppet being in the manga. But all in all, I mean, it was pretty cool, and it was a nice it was a nice, whenever they left Killer Bee and Kisame, it was a nice little pull away. It wasn't a distraction, is what I'm saying. It wasn't a distraction, and it wasn't a nuisance. Like I wasn't sitting there, God, why is this in the episode? Like, please, please, please get through this shit. Like I wasn't like that, and I wasn't like that with that. It was nice. It was cool to see. But the Killer Bee Kisame fight, let me tell you something. Like, there are times when the Naruto anime does piss me off because I think either they're dragging things out or they're rushing something or they're doing bullshit filler or something like that. But so far, it's like I said, the pacing of the anime right now is really good. The pacing is real good. You know what? Watching the Killer Bee Kisame fight animated compared to reading it, reading it took like about 3 weeks. But they did the whole fight in one episode, and I thought they did a good job. I thought it was well done. And it never got boring. It never dragged. It was constantly going. Because I don't think this episode had any filler in it. I don't think that fight had any filler at all. And every once in a while they'll do filler. The first Naruto versus Sasuke fight, the big one that ended part 1 of the series. Naruto versus Pain, both of which had filler. I even think the Jiraiya versus Pain fight had filler. This one had no filler. It was just straightforward, good shit. And so, I mean, as far as a review, I don't really... when I do my review, I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened in the episode. It was a fight. If I tell you what happened in the fight, why would you go and watch it? Also, if you've already seen the episode, why would you sit here and watch this video about me regurgitating what you've already seen? So, we're going to talk about the fight. I'm not going to give you what the fight was. We're going to talk about the fight. And I'm going to talk about some cool shit that happened in the fight. I'm going to talk about some shit I didn't really care for that happened in the fight. First off, this was one of those fights where, to me, there wasn't much stuff like, oh, God, I just don't care about that. Nah, man, I mean, this fight was pretty damn cool. This is the first time we've ever seen Kisame go all out. Keep in mind for those of you who don't read the manga, you've only watched the anime. This is the first time we've seen Kisame go all out, dude. And man, to say that and that's another thing. Killer Bee is the 8-tailed jinchuriki, and he is the one jinchuriki who has full, complete, 100% control over his tailed beast. But here's the thing you gotta understand. what is it? Samihara. That sword is a constant chakra magnet. It is constantly consuming chakra. I don't give a damn if it was Naruto Nine Tails. You dig what I'm saying? Nine Tails chakra. That sucker would be eating it up. You see what I'm saying? Like a lot has to be said about Kisame and that sword to say that he could hold his own against Killer Bee the way he did. And matter of fact, now we're going into spoiler territory. So if you guys hadn't seen the episode yet, this is the spoiler. But let's face it, Killer Bee did lose that fight. If the Raikage did not come and save it, no. First off, if Samihara hadn't betrayed Kisame, that would have been rap. And then if Raikage hadn't shown up, that would have been rap once again. Those two factors are the only things that saved Killer Bee's ass. As far as man-to-man, your power versus your enemy's power, Killer Bee lost that fight. Man up, toe-to-toe, Killer Bee lost that fight. Kisame won that fucking fight. But Samihara betrayed him, and then the Raikage showed up. And dude, when Raikage showed up, ooh, that double lariat, boy. That nigga with the two-piece. Gave him a two-piece and a biscuit, homie. Just, ooh, that was sweet. That was nice. That was nice. And they did that bitch so fast. Like in the manga, it happened in a big double panel a double page splash panel, which I think was the end of that week's chapter. So I was always wondering, like, how are they going to do it in the anime? But they did it in the anime, I think, the right pace, because that would have happened like that. And that shows you, boy, them Cloud Ninja, them niggas are fast, boy. They just, boom! That was nice. But, so with Samihara and with the Raikage's help, Killer Bee defeated Kisame. But like I said, dude, if it wasn't for those two factors, Killer Bee would have lost that fight, man. Kisame ain't no joke, boy. But okay, so yeah, that's pretty. Oh, next week's episode is going to be we're prepping for what's coming next, which I think you guys remember from the review that we did a couple of weeks ago with the Sasuke rant. We're prepping for the Sasuke versus Danzo fight. That's the next fight that's about to take place. And next week is going to be Gaara's conversation with Naruto, because Gaara actually does talk with Naruto about, everything that's been going on. And then we have Madara's kind of preparation for Sasuke. It's not training, because Sasuke never trains, okay? Let's face it, Sasuke doesn't train. We haven't seen Sasuke train since fucking Orochimaru. So, and that was the time skip. But anyway, so yeah, we're prepping for the Sasuke Danzo fight. That's the next big fight in the series. And that's what next week's episode is going to prep us for. Because I think, I'm going to go ahead and check right quick. Yeah, that fight starts the week after next. So yeah, Sasuke Danzo fight is coming. And like I said, man, they're moving pretty damn fast through this, the anime is moving pretty damn fast through those manga chapters. But they're about a year behind. So they're a year behind. Anyway, so okay, so I stated in the manga review segment that I was also going to do a brief update in this vid. A lot of things been going on my end. A lot of things going on right now. I'm approaching the last 3 weeks of the semester. I got spring break coming up this week. The last week of class, the week after, and then finals week the week after that. My classes pretty much end the last week of classes, so I pretty much have 2 weeks left of school because I don't have any finals. Because all my finals are projects, which have to be turned in the last day of class. So I pretty much have 2 weeks of school left. So yeah, it's crunch time. Last time, me and my coworkers had to take a break from OAW. We took a month break for finals. Actually, no, it was more than a month, I think. For finals and for Christmas break and stuff like that. I'm going to try to prevent that from happening. Like, I mean, if shit gets out of hand, then I'll have to take a break. But as long as I can help it, I'm gonna try not to take a break. Cause yeah, like I said, my semester will be over in 2 weeks, and me doing the videos like this, me doing the videos like I'm doing them now, single right here on my webcam, uploaded the same day. It's not as hard as trying to get a bunch of people together at a certain place and all that shit. So I'm going to try to prevent that from, I'm going to try, if I can avoid taking a break, I will. If I can't avoid it, then it's gonna happen. So just keep an eye out for that, guys. If 1 week I can't get the vids out, then that's just the nature of the beast. Speaking of which, to address what happened with last week's rant segment, simple plain, this is what happened. We did the rant segment. Matter of fact, I want to take this opportunity to thank and apologize to my man Hugo Strange, Ziploc Gory, and to Uncle Maine, because guys, I want to thank you guys for, taking the time out to do that rant with me, but I want to apologize to you guys for not uploading the video. And what happened was I accidentally recorded the video under the wrong codec. Now, in case you guys aren't wise to video and audio editing, what happens is when you record something under the wrong codec, that means that the programs you use to edit your videos can't read the video at all. If it's not in a particular codec, it won't even read it. So you can't edit it at all. Matter of fact, I tried uploading the rant raw, like no editing, nothing, just raw, and YouTube wouldn't even read it. And I couldn't convert it because my converter wouldn't even read it. It was the completely wrong codec, completely wrong format, no program other than QuickTime. QuickTime was the only program that would open the rant. So I went ahead, I corrected that, so the next rants that come out, they will be done properly. Once again, guys, I apologize for that. For all of my fellow YouTubers, guys, I've composed my list of rants. I'll be messaging you guys soon about the list. Hit me up, let me know what rants y'all want to get in on, and I'm going to go ahead and save your spots. I'm going to try to keep it to about 4 people a rant. So guys, go ahead and hit me up on that. Also, so to address the whole WWE rant issue, this is where I need my viewers and my subscribers. Guys, comment below and let me know if y'all really want that WWE rant, because I would be willing to do it again. I would be willing to do it again. I don't know if Hugo and the rest of the gang would be willing to do it again. I would. So at this point, it's coming straight off of request. If I get enough requests, pretty much if I get somewhere between, let's see, I get somewhere between like, 1,000 views in the first week for this vid. So if I get somewhere between about 70 or so, between 70 and 50 and 70. If I get somewhere between 50 and 70 requests to do the WWE rant, then I'll go ahead and do it. It has to be an overwhelming request, because often I don't like to backtrack. And, like I said, dude, that rant, that was a 2-hour rant that we did. That was a 2-hour rant. For us to go back and even revisit the topic, that's asking a lot. So, guys, if you guys really want to see it, comment below. Vote yes. Redo the WWE rant. Damn, I like this song. Anyway, but so what's going to happen if I don't do the WWE rant? If I don't do the WWE rant, then I'm just going to keep moving down the list, in which case my next rant will be my problems with Hollywood. The Hollywood rant. Yes, it's been a long time coming for this one, and I've touched on it in other videos and other rants in the past, but man, Hollywood is going to get a new one torn. Oh yeah, I'm coming for that ass. Please believe I'm coming for that ass. Hollywood I'm going to rip Hollywood a new one in this one. So, in which case, that rant will kick off next week. This week, the video for this week is a music review. I got 2 albums I'm going to review this week, and that video should be up later this weekend. Along with Smallville and Supernatural are finally back this week. At least I think they are. Last time I checked, they were. So those episode reviews will be up. If not tomorrow night, then they'll be up by Saturday. And in whichever case, the album review will be up the following day. So if I get those Smallville Supernatural vids up tomorrow, then the music review vid will be up on Saturday. If it's Saturday, then Sunday. Okay, you guys follow that. All right. Don't want to go too long with this vid. What else did I have to say? Oh, I went ahead. I went ahead, revised my first impressions list and my anime favorites list. Each one of those I'll be doing one a month. Well, yeah, one a month. Well, no, actually, the way I have it set up now is it'll be every 2 months. Actually, I have a schedule. It's staggered, but the way those extra vids will be done is that you'll get 2 rants for every movie review, every music review, every first impression, and every anime favorite review. For those 4, you'll get 2 rants apiece. You feel me? Since you guys like the rant segment so much. So I have a schedule. It's staggered. So yeah, just keep an eye out for those vids. Also, big news. Okay, I found out yesterday. Apparently, I'm gonna be going through a pretty big transitional phase. I can't really talk about it much on the internet right now, but pretty much something big happened yesterday. So I'll be going through a little transitional phase until about June and July, until about like the middle of the summer. So, like I said, if I can't get these videos out and up, it can't be helped. But guys, just hang in there with me. I'm trying to make this thing work. So to not keep you guys staring at your computer screens any longer, thank you for joining me again this week. Like I said, keep an eye out. I got Smallville Supernatural review coming out later this week, along with my my 2 new album review coming out later. Also, The Ultimate Fighter. I watched this week's episode. Because my schedule is so hectic right now, because school is, winding down and it's crazy right now, because everything else in my life is crazy right now, I'm going to hold off on the Ultimate Fighter review. I'm going to hold off on that. As of right now, the plan is to just do a review of the whole season when it wraps up. So, to my MMA fans, I apologize for that. I thought I would have the time to do it, but I don't. I just don't have the time to do it. So, so that's what's going on with that. As for my other first impression vids, I'll see about getting those out. I might even be able to crank out a movie review this week. I didn't plan to do a movie review this week, but I might be able to squeeze one into my schedule, maybe. But yeah, a lot of shit. Shit's crazy right now. Shit is crazy right now. But as soon as here's hoping that things calm the fuck down pretty damn soon. Because if they don't, I'm probably gonna have to take up drinking. But anyway, thank you for joining me again this week. As always, it's Larry Williams. Thank you for joining me again this week, and I'll catch you cats next week. Peace.